Hi guys, my name is Marion Kerr, writer-director of Golden Earrings, and this is our podcast about the visual effects, which sounds much more impressive than it is in this movie, but it was still very nice to have. There are a lot of small imperfections that you end up finding in your film. You know, we had some cable issues because we were shooting in a very small space, and we also had a very large issue that we can't really talk too much about without ruining the ending of the movie, but it was something that we definitely need visual effects help with in order to address this major concern we have at the end of the film. So luckily Brian had met this great guy.
I was concurrently with Golden Earrings. I actually left the set of this movie called Dance of the Dead. We're shooting in Georgia to come back to LA while they were doing their last 2 weeks. I came back to LA and shot for 2 weeks with Marion on Golden Earrings. And when we were doing post-production on that film, we were using a local effects artist here in LA named Zach Stipe. And Zach did this awesome stuff on Dance of the Dead of painting out zombie eyeballs and fixing seams and makeup appliances and just kind of polishing stuff a little bit that falls through the cracks. And we needed him to come in to do the same thing on Golden Earrings, and he did, and he painted out cables. The great thing is we shot this film 100% digitally. You shoot on a hard disk, you download that straight to your computer, you just import that into your edit system, whether it's Final Cut or Avid. You're instantly editing exactly what you shot on set. When it comes time to do visual effects, you just make a high-resolution QuickTime, and you can pass it over on a hard drive, or in this case, we even FTP'd some shots. And just send it across the web. He downloaded it, did the fixes, and put it back on the server. And I downloaded it and cut it into the movie. And it's the full high-def, high-resolution shot. And it's just amazingly. It was just an amazing tool for filmmakers
and so efficient and just so quick.
Yeah, and you've not lost any quality, and you've got the fix that you needed. I mean, one of the really good examples of that is we shot in a very confined apartment. There wasn't a lot of space to shoot in. Well, we had these situations where if we had a lot of equipment and maybe 2 rooms to move the equipment between. So if we weren't in one room, the equipment was in that room, and then when we would transfer it, we'd switch locations, and the equipment would go in the other room, and then we'd shoot in that room.
Much to the actor's chagrin.
Yes, because the actors had no down area. We're really good about when doors open, clearing the pathway, but for whatever reason, I don't remember what happened, but we were tired that night. The door opened, and nobody noticed that there was just a boatload of equipment in the shot. And not only was there this boatload of equipment in the shot, but we were really nervous at the time about turning on the TV set, because they were supposed to be watching the TV, but we were worried from a rights standpoint what could be on the TV, so we turned the TV set off, even though we really wanted it to be on.
And in an upcoming shot, the television set would be on, so we knew that going back to it, that the TV was supposed to be on the whole time, but we just couldn't really deal with it at the time.
Yeah, and what we did was we went back to the set, we shot a still of how the room was supposed to look through this doorway. Then Zach, he took that still and tracked it onto the shot, because the shot's moving, so we had to track that shot, and basically painted out where all the equipment was with that. Then there's this great website called Prillinger that has a lot of public domain footage, old silent movies, old instructional films.
Stuff that you didn't think would be there is actually there.
And there was a clip from Blood and Sand, a Rudolph Valentino film, which is exactly what Marion had scripted to be there. It was a Rudolph Valentino film. And so we gave this clip, downloaded the DVD quality one, gave that to Zach. Zach grafted that onto the TV set that was in the shot. So now when Ronnie opens this door to go into Sarah's room, there's no film equipment, the TV set is on.
Playing the perfect movie.
Yeah, and it's not distracting, unless now you know to look for it, it'll be distracting.
Yeah, so forget about this podcast when you watch the movie.
It's over.
I think for myself, I was really nervous that we would be able to do something like this with basically little or no money, but I mean, these things are out there, you just have to kind of take advantage of them.
Yeah, you just have to be open to finding the right person. I mean, I think, it's kind of the standard saying is, writers want to write, actors want to act. Well, visual effects artists want to do visual effects, and editors want to edit, and everybody wants to do these jobs. And there's a lot of really talented people who haven't kind of had that break and are looking for it. So you got to be open, and hopefully you find those people who are receptive to these opportunities, and you guys get to grow together as a filmmaking unit.
Much thanks to Zach Stipe and all his good work.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more.